College basketball bets and analysis Wednesday, December 18th. I am back in action, back in Miami, and ready to end this month on a profitable note. Now let's talk a little bit about last week. 1 in 5 minus $20,000, which decreases our monthly profits from being positive to being down $13,000 this month. $13,000 sounds like a lot, right? But it's not. We're going to make it back this week, and we're going to end the month on a very profitable note. Let's think long term, guys. Bad runs happen. There's no excuses. I took a time off because I was not seeing the games clearly, and that's practicing discipline. Long-term matters, short-term, at the end of the day, it's going to be a little bit more volatile. But we got to bounce back. There's no excuses. Last week, terrible play calling. Not going to sugarcoat it at all, and we're going to do better now that I'm back in my routine, back in my discipline, guys, back into going to the gym, meditating, do all my good stuff. That's when I start winning, guys, and you guys are going to see it right now. Moments like these are moments where most people start doubting. They start talking shit. Given, guys, there's a price to pay if you guys are losing, and I'm losing right now, so you can talk all the shit you want. But I love these moments because I'm not used to being an underdog, which right now I kind of am based on the monthly results. And this is a time where I prove people right. Prove people exactly the system works, and it works long term, and we got to think long term, right? And I'm not going to harp on that anymore. Let's get to work, guys. Let's bounce back. And my one promise is I'm going to have a video for you guys every single day moving forward till the end of the year, because I want to bounce back and I want to help you guys win and help you guys have an amazing Christmas, guys. So that's my promise for you guys. As you guys can see, winnable. There's no more packages left. The community's closed off, and AF Sports, our Instagram, it's completely gone, guys. This next year is going to be a little bit different when it comes to the picks, and I'm going to talk about it closer to January, but it is looking like this era of me selling picks is coming to an end, guys. Now, for today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the stats before getting into the analysis, and you see it right here. August, September, October, November, very profitable. December, down $13,000. Basketball starts 20-8 and profiting close to $35,000, 71% win rate. Now, over the last 8 plays, guys, I'm 3-5. I'm 3-5, and over the last 10, I'm 5-5, give or take. Not positive, not profitable over the last 10 games. Over the long run, very profitable. Just wanted to be transparent with you guys, so there's nobody saying that I'm not telling you guys the results, because I believe transparency is key in this industry, and I see it as a good thing. Anybody and everybody's going to go through a moment of shitty results. The beauty of it is bouncing back like I will today and the remainder of the year. Now, let's get to today's analysis, guys. If you guys are enjoying, growing, learning, all I ask for in return is for you to share the show. If you guys are finding it valuable, if you guys are not, then don't share the show at all. That's how value exchange driven systems work. Now, Creighton at Georgetown is the game that I'm looking at for today. One of them at least, right? There's plenty of games for today, college basketball. There's 4 games that I'm looking at right now. But the one that stands out as of right now, as of 1 p.m. is Creighton at Georgetown, a game that's being played in Georgetown. So let's talk a little bit about it. Georgetown 7-1 to start the season at home. Creighton 0-1. Record-wise, Creighton 7-4, Georgetown 8-2. Creighton's record is not the best, not better than Georgetown, but they have faced tougher teams, and by a good shot. Creighton's strength of schedule is a lot tougher than Georgetown. So something to keep in mind when you guys are looking at this game and this line. When we look at head-to-head, let's talk about it a little bit, at least the last 4 or 5, which have been recent years. You see that Creighton has dominated, and not only have they dominated, they've been big players, big favorites. And in this game, they're a 4-point favorite with a lot of players that are coming back for Creighton. I know they had a key injury earlier in the year, but nonetheless, they are still the better team. And typically, Vegas makes lines based off history. Not all the times, but a good amount of the time. So that drew my attention to this game a little bit. Now, this game, guys, it opened up at the 4 mark. The line opened up at 4 in majority of the books. Money and support right now is pretty lopsided going to Creighton. And you see it right here, 72% of the bets and 88% of the handle going to the spread. And when we're looking at the money line side, it's pretty much all Creighton. 80% plus on the bets and money line, yet the line's sitting at 4. If the line's sitting at 4 and all the money is going to them, the line should be pushing up, not down, or not even staying the same. So something that we want to pay attention throughout the day to see if Vegas pushes this line above that 4 mark to 4.5, 4 in most of the books, right? And we want to pay attention to this closer to game time. Now, the stats that matter, and what am I looking at this game, right? Defense matters and home court matters a lot in college basketball. South Carolina, prime example. Yesterday, they beat a Clemson team that's ranked. South Carolina wasn't, right? 2 weeks ago as well, Clemson at home versus Kentucky. Clemson 11-0 over the last 11 games. Kentucky ranked 5th. Clemson won that game. Home court matters in college basketball. Remember, you're taking action on kids that are 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. They are facing these moments for the first time. Pressure because of a stadium screaming at their faces. So something to factor in. And defense wins championships, guys. Factor in defense. Defense is a critical component. So first stat that I like to look at when it comes to basketball are turnovers, right? Turnovers. And why do I like to look at turnovers? Because basketball is a game of possessions. And if you protect the ball, then you're going to have more possessions. If you cause turnovers, you're going to have more possessions and take away possessions from that team, which ultimately is going to, most likely than not, help you win because you're going to score more points because of the fact that you had more possessions. So specifically, this matters to me a lot in college basketball. So turnovers, defensively, Georgetown ranks number 11th in the nation right now, causing 15.6 turnovers per game when the league average is 12.8. Creighton, on the flip side, they're not too good at creating turnovers on the defensive side. Who protects the ball a little bit better? Georgetown as well. Another key stat that gives you more possessions is offensive rebound. A stat and a component that Georgetown thrives in, 33rd in the nation, averaging 10.9 offensive rebounds per game. Now, pretty much all the other stats, Creighton does have the lead. Field goal percentage, offensive, defensively. Three-point percentage as well. Georgetown actually is not a great three-point shooting team, whereas Creighton is, but they defend the ball a little bit better from the three-point line compared to Creighton. So altogether, you're catching them at +4. Georgetown at home, a defensive team, a game that should be pretty tight, and the line suggests this as well. I like Georgetown in this situation, guys. Now, at the end of the day, we want to pay attention to this game closer to game time to see how these lines move, to see what the starting lineup is, and to see if there's any changes. That's why I wait closer to game time. With MLB, it's easy to pick the play because once the lineups are up and the pitchers are in, you're good to go. And worst case, you can take the game with the pitchers. Just in case if the pitchers do change, your bet is voided. Basketball is not like that. There's a lot of game time decisions. There's a lot of players that are being weighted to see if they're going to even be in the roster for the game or not. So we're going to wait for this game closer to game time. And the beauty about today and moving forward, guys, is I'm going to start posting the plays in multiple locations. So Instagram is the first place I'm going to post it. As you guys know, AF Sports is gone. So if you guys do not follow my Fred Wins profile, go ahead and follow it because this is one of the places where the pic's going to be posted today. Telegram as well, which is located in the description at the bottom. Follow that Telegram. It's a free channel. And also Twitter, and I'm going to do TikTok coming soon too. But my idea is to post the picks for free in multiple areas just in case some of you guys don't have Instagram, even though it takes 2 seconds to make. Some of you guys don't want to make it. I understand. So maybe you have Twitter, maybe you have Telegram, maybe you guys are just on YouTube, right? And if you guys are on YouTube, I suggest maybe downloading Telegram. It's not that hard. Or Twitter. And I'm going to post the picks in one of these locations so you guys don't miss out on any of it, right? I want to help every one of you guys out. And I know not everybody has Instagram, so I'm going to start posting them on multiple platforms, guys. So that's it for today. Wait for the pick. As of now, it's Georgetown +4 at home versus Creighton. But again, we'll wait closer to game time. I am analyzing 3 to 4 more games that I really like as well. And we're going to see if they make more sense closer to game time, guys. That's it for today, guys. Let's get this bounce back going. Let's stay patient, persistent, and positive, guys. And remember, guys, invest, don't gamble. Marathon, not a sprint. We prevail long term, guys. Short term, at the end of the day, very volatile. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.